Before I get into the intended video today, I just want to say a couple of things. My mom would beat us with whatever she could find, pretty much whatever was convenient at the moment. Sometimes she would throw things at us. And when we used to live in the building, she would threaten to throw us over the balcony. I mentioned pettiness in one of my previous videos, if you watched it. Um, Despite all that she has already done to me, she still continues to try to pretty much turn people against me, loved ones and otherwise. I Thankfully it was my little brother who was honest enough to tell me the truth, that they plotted together to ignore me. And that's exactly what they've been doing for a long time now. I can't count on them, but usually they can count on me. But the only reason that I can think of for them plotting against me like that is the fact that I need time away from them sometimes. But again, like I said, if they would treat me better, then there wouldn't be a need for me to have time away from them. But I guess it's easier to plot against me than it is to just change and treat me better. But it's okay because I'm getting past it. I can't allow these things to keep me back. I'm focused on moving forward and I'm not going to go backwards. And if it means I have to leave people behind, hopefully eventually they they come around. If not, that's okay too. But I'm focused on moving forward, not backwards. So you can continue to be petty if you want. Just remember that I was there for you whenever you needed me. Well, like I said, sometimes I would need time to myself. So maybe I wasn't always there, but a lot of times I was there. Sometimes I would go out of my way. I would have my own things to do, and I would go out of my way to come be there for someone. But I guess no matter what I do is not enough. I've said I've said this to her before, and it upsetted her that she has a few horrible friends. She does have some good friends, don't get me wrong, but a few of them are horrible people because they don't even know me, and for some reason they dislike me most likely from whatever she perhaps has said to them, I guess. Because how can you dislike me when I've done nothing, absolutely nothing wrong to you? Could it be jealousy? But what are you jealous of? What? And this is why the truth hurts so much. And like obviously that she would attack me whenever I said that because the truth hurts, and this is why the truth hurts for me so much, knowing that she could care less about me. One time, and that was probably over a couple of years ago now. Um, we were having an argument about um, what they consider discipline abuse. And I was pretty much defending myself by myself while my mom, my older brother, and a few other people were just pretty much attacking me, telling me that it wasn't abuse, it was just discipline. And that's what they kept saying. And I was emotional, I was crying, and they just continued. And of course, I continued defending myself. Anyways, a few years ago, I can't remember how long ago it was now, but it was a good few years ago. It was my mom's birthday, and she had a birthday party. She had a few people over, and in the kitchen, there was a few of her friends sitting around, and there were people also in the living room and stuff like that. I'm glad that like everybody didn't see that because it was so embarrassing. I honestly wish that she would have just not wish, but she might as well have just ripped my heart out and stomped on it in front of everybody. So she was in the kitchen, standing, and a few of her friends were sitting. And so I went over and tried to give her a hug. She pretty much pushed me away. Yes, she pushed me away. And then right after, oh, let me tell you this before I get into what happened right after. Her friends, and this is why I say a few of her friends are so horrible and they don't even know me, and whatever they have against me, it could be jealousy or whatever they've been told. Um, they were just giving me dirty looks, like strange looks. Like whatever I was about to do was so weird. Like it's weird to give my mom a hug on her birthday. So right after, my brother, my older brother, came up and gave her a hug. She embraced him without a second thought. And those same women sitting in the kitchen, they were like, ah, those itches. You know what I mean to say. Those itches. How can you be so horrible towards a mother and daughter moment? That was meant to be so pure. But yet, my brother came right after, and all of a sudden you're like, ah, that was so insulting to me. Like I said, she should have just ripped my heart out and stomped on it in front of everybody at that party. Because that's what it really felt like. Despite all that she's put me through, she doesn't admit too many nice things about me. She doesn't really say it to me anyway. But one time, I will never forget that time because I'm grateful for it. She actually said I'm the most loving of her kids towards her. But yet, you treat me so horribly. Why? I have still yet to understand why. I'm the most loving towards you. But still, it's not enough. whatever I did to you, which I don't understand, I'm sorry I did. If it's because I was born because of whatever happened with you and my dad, I'm sorry if that hurt you. I'm sorry if he hurt you. But I can't say that I'm sorry that I'm here now. And before I get too emotional, I will end this here.